going on, everyone? Mr. Octagonal here. Now today we have another Madden 19 rebuild. Today we're going to be rebuilding the Jacksonville Jaguars. Sorry it's been a minute. I've done a rebuild on either Madden or 2K, so yeah, we back. Anyway, this Jaguars team was really good last year, but this year they've just fallen apart. They have a lot of talent, but they just can't seem to figure it out. Starting at the quarterback position, we got Blake Bortles, the legend himself. He is not the future. Might keep him year one just to see if he somehow does good. Leonard Fournette, probably going to keep him for the rest of the rebuild. 86 overall with star development. Wide receiver, D.D. Westbrook. He's a good young player, and he has a skill point. So, yeah, we make him closer to the scheme fit. And I believe he has quick development, so we'll keep him around. DJ Chark, I'd like to hold on to him. Talented young player. I feel like the Jaguars should get him more involved in the offense. Keelan Cole might keep. Offensive line is terrible. But the defense is still very good. Yannick Ngakoue, I've been a huge fan of him the past couple of years. He deserves star development, in my opinion. But no matter what his development is, we're going to keep him around. Calais Campbell, he's a little bit too old for us. Taven Bryan, we're going to try to build around. Hopefully it works. Marcel Darius, Malik Jackson, Abry Jones, probably going to trade them. Leon Jacobs, don't really care. Miles Jack, he is certainly going to stick around for the rest of the rebuild. 84 overall with star development, only 22 years old. And then Telvin Smith, 86, 27 with star. Planning on holding on to him as well. Cornerbacks, Jalen Ramsey. He's definitely going to develop into a 99 overall, so he's definitely going to be sticking around. And then AJ Bouye, I don't see a reason to trade him. 27 years old, 91 overall, going to hold on to him. Free safety, Deshaun Gibson is not a bad player. He is 28. I might keep him. We'll see what we do. And then at strong safety, I plan on starting Ronnie Harrison. I really liked Ronnie Harrison coming out of college. Don't know if he's going to be the future of the team, but it's worth a try, I guess. I do turn off injuries in my rebuild, so I forgot to show the non-injured depth chart. So here's a look, I guess, at the new team before trades. Marquise Lee might keep. Andrew Norwell, Brandon Linder, they are good players. The rest of the offensive line does need work. And the defense is really not changed, so I guess it's just the offense that has a bunch of injuries. Calais Campbell, Donald Payne, I think his name is, and Cam Robinson are headed to the Cleveland Browns for Myles Garrett. So just imagine the Jaguars' defensive line, but with Myles Garrett. That is sick. Marcel Darius, Austin Seferian-Jenkins, and Malik Jackson are headed to the Arizona Cardinals for a first-rounder, a second-rounder, and a future first-rounder next year. Jeremy Parnell, Cody Kessler, and a fourth-round pick will get me a first-round pick from the New York non-football Giants. Blair Brown, DJ Hayden, and Carlos Hyde are headed to the Indianapolis Colts for none other than the man himself, Quentin Nelson. It's an octagonal rebuild tradition, as well as a 7th-round pick. Keelan Cole, Abry Jones, and Marquise Lee are headed to the Denver Broncos for Bradley Chubb. So I'm going to have to move someone inside the defensive tackle. I didn't think of that, so I kind of regret doing this trade, but whatever. We got Bradley Chubb on the team now. Andrew Norwell, who's on a big contract, as well as TJ Yeldon, and a 3rd-round pick, will get us Jamal Adams from the New York Jets. Really good young safety. He develops very nicely in this game. So either him or Ronnie Harrison will move to 3 safety. With the addition of Jamal Adams, we really don't have a need for Deshaun Gibson anymore. So him as well as Dante Moncrief are headed to the burning dumpster known as the Oakland Raiders for a 1st-round pick as well as 2 6th-round picks. Blake Bortles and Cody Davis are headed to the New York Giants for Evan Ingram. Really good young tight end. Hopefully he will be the guy there for the remainder of the video. James O'Shaughnessy, Corey Grant, and A.J. Cann are headed to the Buffalo Bills for a 1st and a 4th-round pick. Well, I did not mean to do this. Barry Church and Niles Paul will get his Alvin Kamara. I was just curious. So now I have to make a choice. Do we go with Kamara or do we go with Leonard Fournette? Fournette and Kamara both have very similar trade value. So we're just going to be trading Leonard Fournette. I did not mean to press the X button. But we're going to be sending him to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as well as a 5th for Chris Godwin. I know that's a weird trade because Godwin's only an 81 overall, but I've seen him develop really well in the sim, so hopefully this works out. Shall we cheese the system and sign Kareem Hunt? Should we do it? The answer is pretty clear. It's no, and it has nothing to do with him doing anything to a woman. It's because we have Alvin Kamara. I'm just here in free agency to get this guy, because he's going to be our starting quarterback. Here's a look at the team headed into season number 1. We are 77 overall, 73 offense, 87 defense. So we got the GOAT, Wes Lynn, at quarterback. In the Broncos rebuild, he won his 3 playoff games one time, leading us to a Super Bowl. And in my OFL series, he has carried the Panthers to a playoff berth. And as his backup, we got Rawson Thurber, Alvin Kamara at running back, receivers, Chris Godwin, D.D. Westbrook on the outside, DJ Chark in the slot, Evan Engram at tight end. O-line kind of sucks outside of left guard and center. And then on the defensive line looks really nice. Ngakoue, Chubb, Bryan, and Garrett. The linebacking core really has not changed. We probably will look for a better left outside linebacker in the future. And then in the secondary, Ronnie Harrison is at 3 safety. Jamal Adams, he's going to be a 90 overall because we're going to upgrade him. Cornerbacks, we did trade away DJ Hayden, but other than that, the position did not really change. So hopefully we suck. At the end of season number 1, it looks like we made the playoffs going 9-7. I'm curious to see Wes Lynn's numbers. He has 1 skill point, and only 1, unfortunately. But considering he led us to the playoffs, he should have at least maybe 20 skill points. So the interception to touchdown ratio isn't great. So he actually had a kind of a bad season. Touchdowns need to go up, but whatever. We made the playoffs, so I guess that's cool. Here's a look at the XP team. The game signed Jack Uhort, and while I really don't care, I have Phil Roster off. So fix your game, Madden. I moved Brandon Linder to left tackle, which could help him get to a scheme fit quicker. Godwin's an 84, Chark is a 74, Kamara a 93, D.D. Westbrook 82. Onto the defense, Myles Garrett 94, Bradley Chubb 89, Ronnie Harrison 77 with star development now. Jalen Ramsey's development went down. He now is star, but he's a 98. A.J. Bouye's development went down too quick. And Miles Jack, he won Defensive Player of the Year, so I am curious to see his numbers. Hopefully they're pretty good. I mean, obviously, he won Defensive Player of the Year. 133 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 picks. That's not Defensive Player of the Year material. That's a good season, but that's just a lot of tackles and making a few plays. So, that's Madden in a nutshell. If we make the Super Bowl, I would not be shocked. And we don't make the Super Bowl, unfortunately. It's the Steelers and the Packers. A rematch from Super Bowl 45, where unfortunately the Packers did win that game. So when did we lose? We lost in the first round by 25 points. Great! So when we made trades, not only did we make our team better and younger, but we also cleared up literally about $70 million in cap space. I don't know why it says we only have 36, but there are some interesting players in here. Obviously, they're being overbid for. I'd love to go after LaMarcus Joyner, but I'm going to have to give him a hefty contract. Might go after Trevor. Oh, okay, Redskins want him. Man, I hate the Redskins and Dolphins in this game. We did go after a few players in free agency, most likely going to be trade bait. Bobby McCain, LaMarcus Joyner rejected. We gave him like 130 points. Still declined. And Preston Smith accepted. I think we went after Zadarius Smith as well. So hopefully he accepts too. Damn you, Redskins! We have a few draft picks, including the number 1 overall pick. I have not seen this draft class yet, because I do turn on auto scouting. Alright, interesting. We got a guy with the name Gooch. And we got no quarterbacks in here, which is perfect. As I've noticed, this is a very weak draft class. There are no good quarterbacks. So we're going to be trading the 1st and 9th pick, as well as Taven Bryan to the Texans for 98 overall DeAndre Hopkins. Don't know which receiver I'm going to trade away because I kind of want to give Chark another year. With Taven Bryan gone, that has opened up a hole at defensive tackle. And this is going to be his replacement, Rashard Warner out of Penn State. 42 reps on the bench, and he had a good top 3 skills. 79 with stars, so he is definitely better than Bryan. And he looks a lot like Leonard Fournette. The 21st overall pick and D.D. Westbrook are headed to the Denver Donkeys for 98 overall, Von Miller. So our front 7 and our whole defense as a whole is going to be really good this year. It's just a matter of how good our offense is going to be. 22nd pick, Zadarius Smith and Bobby McCain are to the Panthers for DJ Moore and a future 5th. So we're getting another really good receiver, which means I guess we probably will give up on DJ Chark, because I really do think Chris Godwin will develop into a really good player for us. We are absolutely robbing the Steelers as Preston Smith straight up for one of the best offensive linemen in the NFL, David DeCastro. All we need is a good O-line and a good quarterback, and then we are set. We're probably not going to get a good quarterback this year. Probably just going to stick it out with the man himself, Wes Lunt. So, yeah, we're just going for offensive linemen right now. DJ Chark and Herndon are headed to the New England Patriots for Shaq Mason. Very talented young offensive lineman. So now we just need one more O-lineman, and then I believe it is pretty much set. We could not get a superstar offensive lineman with our remaining trade assets, but we're still getting someone pretty good in Trey Turner by trading Fitzgerald, who we drafted, as well as White and Virgin. Sounds a lot like me. Here's a look at the team heading into the season. 93 overall offense, 97 overall defense. We got a really good squad. Could use a higher rated quarterback, but obviously Wes Lunt is the GOAT. And on the defense, I think the defense looks really good outside of nickel cornerback, which isn't a gigantic deal. So hopefully we can do pretty good this year. Second straight season, we went 9-5. This time it does not result in a playoff home game because we did not win the division. DJ Moore has 3 skill points, Ingram has 2, Nelson has 2, Bradley Chubb has 5 again, Warner has 4, Ronnie Harrison has 6, Jamal Adams has 3, wow, Chris Godwin has 2, so good stuff. Wes Lunt absolutely dominated this season. 3,730 yards, 30 touchdowns, 12 interceptions for a 53 overall. Might I add, he now has quick development. Here's a look at the upgraded team. I'm super excited to see what this team can do here in the playoffs. Ronnie Harrison and Bradley Chubb both have superstar development now, which is super cool. Hopefully we do good, but I'm not counting on anything. Here we go, boys. Simming to the Super Bowl, and we are not in it once again. Battle of LA between the Rams and the Chargers. That would be interesting in real life, and it could happen because both those teams have clinched playoff berths. So did we lose in the first round again? We did. If you're curious what happened in the Super Bowl, the Chargers absolutely spanked them. But anyway, we are in free agency. We need a nickel corner. And one of the best nickel cornerbacks in the NFL, Kendall Fuller, is the top free agent. We are absolutely going to be bidding on him. He's a perfect fit for us. No one's overbidding him right now, which is really good. And other than that, all we'll need is a quarterback, and then we are set. I offered Derrick Henry and Kendall Fuller contracts. Henry accepted. I just offered him for, like, trade bait maybe. And, of course, Kendall Fuller rejects. So, slot corner is still a need. We're going to be trading the 23rd overall pick as well as Derrick Henry and a 5th for the first pick from the Jets. There's a quarterback high up. I'm definitely not sold on him, but it's worth a shot. We didn't give up anything too important. Definitely not sold on this guy, Morgan Hoffman out of Stanford. He benched the 3rd most reps for a quarterback, not that that really matters. And he has an 80 overall with star development. I can definitely work with that. Oof. Just simply oof. A 1, a 2, and a 3 will get us this safety from the Bucks, Gordon. 89 with superstar development. I plan on moving Jamal Adams over to nickel corner because he actually has really good man coverage. So, yeah, welcome to the team, Gordon. Here's a look at the new team. It's not too different. On the offense, our only additions are adding Morgan Hoffman, I think his first name was, and Zach Martin. Those are the only 2 changes. And then on the defense, the only change was getting this guy. He has a funky name. What was it? It was Taviuzi. We're going to call him Uzi, because why not? 89, superstar, entering his 2nd year. So we got a pair of superstar depth trade strong safeties. And then Jamal Adams is going to be playing cornerback. He might just primarily be nickel. I don't really know yet. They have him playing nickel. That's a terrible idea. Yes, better. Let's get on to the season. We go 8-7-1, which is good enough to win the sad AFC South. Texans went 7-7-2. Okay, this is weird. But we still make the playoffs regardless. Hoffman has 4 skill points. DJ Moore has 2. Ingram has 2. Quentin Nelson has 3. The new safety, Gordon, has 3. Ronnie Harrison has 4. Warner has 3. Bradley Chubb has 3. Miles Jack has 2. Myles Garrett has 2. So, lots of good stuff. Morgan Hoffman had a very good season. Almost 4,500 yards, 35 darts, and 9 picks, as well as a 68% completion. He won Offensive Rookie of the Year, and he also now has Superstar Development. Here's a look at the upgraded team headed into the playoffs. All 90s at receiver. Offensive line looks good. Hoffman is an 85 onto the defense. Jalen Ramsey's 99 at everything, so... Or not 99 at everything, 99 at the 3 archetypes. Obviously, he doesn't have 99 everything. Defensive line looks good. Ronnie Harrison, 87. Uzi Gordon, 92. Linebackers look good. So, I have a bad feeling we're not going to win a playoff game again, but who knows? Don't you dare screw us over again, Madden. And the Browns make the Super Bowl over us. The Browns, did we lose in the first round again? I will bet, let's see, $25 that we lost in the first round again? And, oh, we actually didn't. We beat the Jets, but we lost to the Cleveland Browns. I just lost $25, and we didn't make the Super Bowl, so lose. Only move of note that we did this offseason was bring in James Conner as a good change of pace back, because I don't really want this Butler guy getting carries like he did last year. And then other than that, the team is exactly the same. So, let's do this. Man, we just love making the playoffs, but never getting double-digit wins. We have made the playoffs all 4 years in this video, but have not gotten double-digit wins once, I don't think. I already gave everyone their XP. Team looking good. I do not expect to make the Super Bowl. Super Bowl, baby, let's do this! And we're in! Taking on the Rams! So, we finally do it. And we're going to get killed by the Rams. I'm not confident. We're going to give everyone their XP. Hopefully we do the dang thing. I just took a look at the Rams. They're very similar. Their only big additions were Clinton Dix, Trent Williams, and what's his face? Clinton Dix, Trent Williams, and somebody else. Tevin Coleman, that's who it was. So we're going to be simming to the offseason. I hope we win. I hope we do. And we lost 24-21. Great. Man, I hate Madden. This game sucks. Once again, the team has not changed at all. Don't know why they're putting Chris Godwin ahead of DJ Moore, but I really don't care. Doesn't matter too much. As long as we win the Super Bowl, this is the final year. This team has not been able to do it, and I want this team to do it. I'm not going to make any moves. Let's do it. We finally get a first-round bye. It does not look like we went 16-0, but we do go 13-3, which is very solid. I will gladly take a 13-3 season. Did the Texans go 12-4? They did. That's like the Chargers or the Chiefs this year. One of those teams is going to probably win 12 or 13 games, but have to play on the road in the wildcard round. That must suck. I really don't know how this team is only a 96 overall, but we got ourselves a really good squad. We got to win 2 playoff games. Both of them are probably going to be at home. So, do we make the Super Bowl? And we are in rematch versus the LA Rams. We're getting our revenge. Actually, I need to upgrade first, and then we will get our revenge. Moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. I'm not doing another season. It's this game or bust. Do we win the Super Bowl? We lost by 4. We lost both games within 4 points. Well, that's going to end the video.